Cancer, this message is for you because you've been feeling everything and holding everything at the same time. You sense moods before words. You feel shifts before they happen. And because of that, you often carry emotional weight that was never meant to be yours. You've been strong in quiet ways, listening, understanding, adjusting yourself so others feel safe. But somewhere along the way, your own needs kept moving to the back. Lately, you feel tired in your heart. Not sad exactly. Just worn. Like you've been giving without fully receiving. That's why this reading opens now. This is about emotional relief and real support. The first card opens as hidden blessing. This blessing does not arrive loudly. It comes softly, almost gently, the way you prefer things to come. It shows that something in your life is already protecting you, even if you don't fully see it yet. A delay, a distance, a pause. Something that once felt disappointing was actually keeping you safe. You may realize that not getting what you wanted earlier saved you from emotional exhaustion, from repeating a cycle, from giving too much again. This blessing brings emotional clarity. You begin to understand why certain things didn't work, and instead of pain, you feel relief. For the first time in a while, your heart feels less confused. The second card opens as release before reward. This card speaks directly to emotional holding. You've been carrying feelings that aren't yours, other people's moods, other people's expectations, other people's pain. You stayed because you cared. You stayed because you hoped things would change. You stayed because walking away felt like abandoning love. This card shows you slowly letting go, not in anger, not suddenly, but with understanding. You realize that love does not mean self-sacrifice all the time. That care does not mean emotional responsibility for everyone. The release happens when you stop fixing emotions that don't belong to you, and the reward is peace. Your heart feels lighter. Your emotions feel clearer. You come back to yourself. The third card comes in as support you didn't expect. This is important for you, Cancer. You're used to being the emotional support, the listener, the safe place. You don't often receive that same care back. This card shows support entering your life without you asking for it. Someone checks on you. Someone understands you without explanation. Someone offers help without conditions. At first, you may feel unsure. You might wonder how long it will last. But this support is genuine. It's here to remind you that you don't always have to be the strong one. You're allowed to lean. You're allowed to be held emotionally too. The fourth card opens as emotional healing begins. This card works very deeply for you. It shows old emotional wounds finally softening. Memories that used to hurt don't sting as much. You stop replaying certain moments in your mind. Your heart begins to feel safer inside your own body. You start setting boundaries without guilt. You listen to your emotions instead of overriding them. This healing is gentle, not dramatic, but it's real. You begin to trust your feelings again. Cancer, once that emotional healing begins, something changes in how you relate to life. You stop bracing yourself. You stop expecting disappointment. You stop preparing your heart for loss before anything even happens. That's when the fifth card opens as emotional safety returns. This card shows you finally feeling safe enough to rest emotionally. For a long time, you stayed alert. You watched people closely. You felt the need to protect your heart at all times. This card shows that vigilance easing. You begin to feel secure in certain connections. You don't feel the need to explain yourself constantly. You don't feel like you're walking on emotional eggshells. Your nervous system calms. Your emotions flow naturally again. This safety allows you to be yourself without fear of being too much. The sixth card comes forward as steady support builds. This card represents consistency, not dramatic gestures, not emotional highs and lows, but someone or something that shows up regularly. You've had experiences where care came intensely and then disappeared. That made you distrust closeness. This card shows a different pattern. Support stays. It doesn't vanish. It doesn't change suddenly. This could be a person, a routine, a community, or even your own inner strength becoming reliable. You stop wondering if you'll be left. You start believing that some things are meant to last. That belief heals your heart deeply. The seventh card opens as long-term peace. This card shows you stepping out of survival mode. You stop living emotionally in the past. You stop expecting old wounds to reopen. You begin planning your future from hope instead of fear. This peace doesn't mean life is perfect. It means your heart is no longer constantly defending itself. You allow joy without suspicion. You allow happiness without waiting for it to be taken away. This card shows emotional maturity turning into emotional freedom. The final card closes this reading as life begins to nurture you back. This is a powerful closing card for you. You've nurtured others endlessly. You've given emotional warmth, care, and understanding. Now life returns that energy to you. You receive kindness without earning it. You receive care without asking. You feel supported without explaining your pain. You realize that you are worthy of the same love you give. Before we close, let this affirmation settle. I allow myself to receive care. I release emotional weight that isn't mine. I trust love that feels safe. If you want a personal reading focused on your emotional journey, I offer private sessions starting at $9 and a $99 monthly membership for ongoing guidance. Take what resonates. Leave the rest. You've carried enough. Now it's time for life to hold you too.